founded in 1892, is now part of one of India's leading universities. Anita has arranged to meet Dr. Rakesh Ankit, an expert on 20th century Indian history. Hi Rakesh.
So nice to meet you. Welcome to Khalsa College.
What a place. It's amazing, isn't it?
Indeed, it's the preeminent seat of learning.
So I've got this brilliant, you'll like this, being a historian, document.
It's a historic document.
Yeah, so this is the grandfather. It tells me that he lived somewhere called the Montgomery district and he was a sub-overseer in the canal department. Now, can you shed some light on this?
I'm going to show you a map.
A map! Oh, brilliant.
So this is a map of pre-independence, pre-partition Punjab. There are 5 rivers, which is what gives its name. Punjab, the land of 5 rivers. And this whole region is the Bari area.
And it says here, Montgomery.
And it says here Montgomery.
Yes.
So starting from the 1880s, the Bari area was part of this huge project where the British government of the day created 9 canals to bring irrigated water supply to this region, which was formerly a wasteland. I'll show you how some of these canals were created, so as to get a better sense of what happened.
There we go.
This is a canal in a hitherto, as you can see, uncultivated land, inhabited by tribal, semi-nomadic, pastoral communities. And the British had a word for them, they used to call them junglies.
Oh, that's not a very nice word, is it? It's of the jungle, junglies.
Yes.
I sometimes call my husband a jungle.
And junglies were quickly pushed to the margins of this new society that was coming up. 6 million acres irrigated.
6 million acres. The figures that we're dealing with
Are humongous.
enormous.
It was literally going to be a land of prosperity, a fabled land of
Milk and honey.
milk and honey.
That's it.
Absolutely. I want to show you some pictures.
This is great, watching the buffaloes.
And you can see the canals in the edge of the field, which took the water right where the cropping was being done.
Fantastic.
Literally down to the last
Yeah.
village.
It must just changed everybody's life.
Absolutely. Punjab became the biggest irrigated province. So over a 40-year period, almost 1 million people made journey from the east and southern Punjab across the river.
The picture is starting to form because I know that Deru, my great-grandfather, he'd lost his wife to the Spanish flu. He had a small child at home, son, my grandfather, and it's the story of migration. Come for a better life, pop over the river, and here you go.
And the canal colonies provided lots of opportunity.
After his wife's death in the early 1920s, Deru Ram, Anita's great-grandfather, left Sahali to establish himself as a successful trader in the Montgomery district, and then sent for his young son, Sant, to join him. Sant's new life was very different to the one he'd left behind in Sahali. The family's increased wealth meant that he was able to get an education, and by his early 20s, he'd married, started a family, and found work.
As we know, my grandfather was employed as a sub-overseer in the canal department.
So this chap here has got his arm out, he looks very authoritative. That potentially could be the sort of role that my grandfather would have been in.
Absolutely. And anything to do with the upkeep and maintenance of the canals was going in position. So the 1920s and the 1930s, his existence in the canal colonies must have been quite a few notches high in what his father's existence in the Jalandhar district would have been.
Yeah.
So there was an upward movement in society at large, and they were part of it. Good on them.
By the 1930s, the canal districts were one of the British Empire's great success stories, and their inhabitants were some of the Crown's most loyal subjects. Having already trained as a soldier in Kashmir,